Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole, and welcome to my first skincare empties of 2023. Now, in case you are new and don't know the drill, please see the description box below for a bit of an explanation about what this video is. As always, I do like to preface this video by saying my empties videos is just never really a good representation of what I've been using. Instead, it is merely what I've been finishing. And as odd as it may sound, that is indeed a very different topic from what I've been using. I'll end up talking a little bit about that through this video. We have different categories for this video. If you would like to jump around, feel free to use the timestamps in the description box below. I will also link a few of my favorite products. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh wait, quick disclaimer. Apologies for my nails, possibly forever. My family pooled their resources and purchased me a new violin for Christmas, and that's gonna be, ooh. I just realized that's a statement that was said in 2023, but it was probably also said in 1803. Fascinating. Anyway, I have violinist hands, so just excuse the nails. Okay, let's start with the category of cleansers and toners. Do you know this Otzi Crystal Nova Makeup Removing Cleanser? I actually had a debate with myself about just going ahead and recycling that and not putting it in this video. Yeah, I really did. It's just this thing that I'm telling you, YouTubers, we start thinking this way because I realized if I put this in this video, I also have to say, sorry, you can't buy it. This company is gone. And for as much as I think most people understand, sometimes I get comments from people who are kind of upset about that. Anyway, this is all to tell you, I enjoyed this. This is in an empties because Ara also helped me finish it. This is a huge, huge bottle. I would say it's kind of like the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser, so it's not really a huge loss. I think that now that we've finished this, next up will be either the Rovectin or the Soy Face Cleanser from Fresh. I think that's what we'll finish next because we both just kind of like these gentle, easy to use, makeup removing for her cleansers. I say it's not a big loss, but honestly, I am sad. I am sad about Otzi disappearing. I think they were a really cute brand. I just also think being a Korean skincare brand at Sephora feels cursed. Have you all noticed this? It feels cursed. At this point, I'm waiting for the Suisu to depart from Sephora and I'll go 50% off. It never works out on that site and I don't understand why. Anyway, we have a bunch of toners. All three of these right here were in my favorites. In fact, in my Korean beauty favorites. Ecentree Chestnut BHA 2% Clear Liquid. Finished this one, have another. Anua Heartleaf Soothing Toner. I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss it, but I'm not gonna immediately repurchase it because I have so many toners. I need to keep trying them out and see if any of them can give me what this did, which was, go figure, a soothing toner that is great for DIY sheet masks. Medicube Super Cica Toner, also great for calming. Let me tell you, actually, the toner that I'm using right now is that IOP Stim 3 toner. I liked that so much I did a sponsorship with it, but the longer I use it, the more I'm starting to love it. It might hit that HG status pretty soon. The Laneige Cream Skin Refiner. There is a part of me that is very surprised this made it to an empties video before the Dr. Suricle, but honestly, I shouldn't be at all surprised because this is roughly half the size of the Dr. Suricle. It's kind of funny, they're, about the same height, but yeah, this is half the size. In all truth, I will admit to you, I did reach for this sometimes over the Dr. Suricle just because it's in a mist. I was kind of trying to figure out if I could pour the Dr. Suricle into a mist bottle and shake it up, kind of like the Seoris. I wondered if that would work. I thought I could do it with this, but it turns out no. The answer is no. We are moving on to Essence and Serums. These are face and these are eye. Can you see that I combed my faux fur blanket? Look how hard I'm trying. That's effort. So I finally finished another COSRX Advanced Nail 96 Mucin Power Essence. Those last me a long time. So I'm on my last backup. I figure I will try to get one in the 21 Days of Beauty. If all else fails, not a big deal. I'll just order it from one of the K-beauty retailers. But I gotta always have a backup because that is one of my absolute favorite products of all time. It is so incredible for irritation. I mean, do I need to go off about this? You all have heard about it at this point. The Perricone MD Cold Plasma Plus. I really can't understand to this day why I like that so much. I really can't. I guess it's just a really good formula for repair. Seems to have a smoothing and hydrating effect. It's way too expensive though. I still have another one. I have a backup of that too. The Versed Autosave Advanced Restoring Serum. I liked that, but I don't think I'll buy it again. First of all, it was a bottomless pit. That's not really a bad thing, it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's not a serum that I felt like I have to have around. It's more of one where I kind of used it for layering purposes. I like the creamy texture of it. It was nice to add some extra hydration a little later in your routine. You know how sometimes you finish your serums and you're going, well, this is a dry skin thing, I'm sure, but sometimes you're going, I don't know if I used enough toner and essence, I feel like I need more hydration. That was good for that. But yeah, I don't see myself repurchasing it. The R&W though, oh my gosh, that one flew to Holy Grail status so quickly. What is this formula? How is it so good and yet so affordable? Full of ceramides, full of peptides. It is incredibly well done. I bought a sampler set from this company so I can try out what else is in their line. This, I am incredibly proud of this. I finished not one, but 2 eye serums, both the Tony Moly Moisture Boost and finally the Dr. Dennis Gross Triple Correction Eye Serum. You will see how I finish those a little later in today's video. For now, I will say, I don't think I'll repurchase the Tony Moly. I like it, but I don't think I'll repurchase it immediately. I have an Elemis eye serum that I'm working my way through next. And the Dr. Dennis Gross I already repurchased. This eye serum is one of few expensive products where I genuinely think it's worth it because it lasts for so long and it seems to do so much for my under eye area. Super smoothing. Next up is moisturizer and sunscreen, and I should let you know all of these were kind of low going into this past couple of months, so I guess I must have used the Indie Lee a lot more than I thought. Let's go ahead and start with that one. Indie Lee Retinol Alternative Cream. I received that one in PR, and I got to admit, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that. It's not a retinol product. Instead, it's using, what is it, Rambutan? So, you know, it won't replace retinol products at all, but it turns out you can indeed use those alongside your retinol or retinoid product. So I did, and I loved it. I don't know if I'll, again, immediately repurchase it, but I do like that if I decide to, I can save the base of this, and I will, and just buy a refill at a discounted price. More companies have got to get on that kind of system. The April Skin Artemisia Squalane Hydra Gel Cream, also received that one in PR. I liked that. Again, it's a product that is really more of a summer moisturizer for me, but I realized how low on that I was and said, let's just finish it. So I used it as a second moisturizer before some of my heavier moisturizers. I like Artemisia. My skin seems to do well with it, even though, ironically, it turns out there's not actually a ton of published literature on Artemisia. Still does well for me. Biosun Squalane and Omega Repair Cream, finally finished that product. Loved it. Super heavy. Loved it. Too expensive, won't repurchase. Will go with something like, at this point, the Pacifica. That product is darn good and much more affordable. Ecentree Onion New Pair Gel Cream. Shouldn't have liked that one as much as I did. Shouldn't have, but it was such a good sleeping mask. I think that was a Kelly Driscoll suggestion, right? To use that as a sleeping mask? Absolutely a brilliant way to use that up. I loved it as a sleeping mask. Loved it. Loved it more than most products labeled sleeping mask. You know, it's all about figuring out how to use products in your own routine. And then I finished some mineral sunscreens, impressed myself with that feat, but I've been trying to use my SPF of 30 sunscreens lately, so I finished the Tula Mineral Magic and the Dr. Dennis Gross All Physical Lightweight Wrinkle Defense. Honestly, I would consider repurchasing both of these. I would. Probably not for full price though, knowing how good K-Beauty products are. I feel like I should make sure to say I am intentionally seeking out SPF 30 because it's winter and because I'm just not getting very much sunlight at all. So I think that SPF 30 is adequate for me in these winter months. Not saying that will be the case for everybody. I actually separated out my minis for this video. I've had a few questions about these, so I thought I would go ahead and answer. So the Glow Recipe Plum Plump, I fell in love with that. I know some people are still upset that the banana souffle is gone and this one replaced it, but I like this more. I like this way more than the banana souffle. I have been toying around with doing a video on dupes for discontinued skincare products, let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Suwasu, a brand that I would use if I was a rich lady. I'm not, so I use minis, and I use them sparingly, and I just bought more. Ugh. I love that brand. Why are their products the cost of a week's groceries? The Kate Somerville Delicate Recovery Serum, I liked that, but in all truth, I just feel like there's so many K-beauty options that compare, if not are better. You know, if you gave me a choice between the R&W and that one, this Kate one, I would say the R&W. I do like her cream. I will say I do like the Delicate cream. Biossance Squalane and Copper Peptide. I didn't really think that did anything. It was a very tiny sample. Maybe I need to try more of it, but again, I find myself feeling perplexed as to why I haven't typically liked most copper peptide products I've tried, with the exception of Cold Plasma from Dr. Perricone. I can't figure it out. IOP Stim 3 Ampoule. This is from that collection I was talking about earlier. This is such an incredible product line. It is made for improving your moisture barrier, which, you know, I'm constantly messing up my moisture barrier. Why? But anyway, this whole collection, incredible for just kind of speeding up the repair process. And then a couple of eye and lip products. I'm throwing in this Tower 28 lip gloss because I loved it and mine never went bad. Maybe because I used it quickly, but I loved it. I actually loved it. Grande Lash, I'm done with this. Oh look, it turned into a squid. Yeah, I don't know what this is all about. Isn't that disturbing? Yeah, see. Anyway, I'm done with that. I don't know what happened, but it's like it just stopped working for me. Just stopped working. So all I had was kind of stubby lashes and irritation around my eyes. So that's real cool. Real cool. I've switched to the Ordinary's Lash Serum, and my redness has already disappeared. It's way too soon to tell you anything other than that, but it's nice to know that the irritation is reversible. That's nice to know. It's nice to know. And, you know, I think that has a great ingredients list, so I'm hoping for the best with that. Some of you DM'd me and said, yeah, the Ordinary's Lash Serum is really good. And my final category for this video is masks. It is pretty much entirely sheet masks. And look, here is the answer to how I finished all of those eye serums, by layering them under these, as I showed you in, oops, that video. These dang eye patches from Yesstlye, they're so inexpensive. I'm telling you, the ingredients are underwhelming, but pair them with an eye serum. So what I do, and the reason I like these sticky ones, is because I will put on my eye serum, put the patches on, and then, y'all, I can go do my dishes. Because you all know the dishes aren't going to wash themselves. I don't know why. Why don't we have that technology yet? I can go do my laundry, because the reality is, I would like to be pampered and have a facial and indulge in the fantasy of being a rich lady who uses Suwasu products, but I'm not. Not at all. I gotta do my own housekeeping, but I can keep that fantasy alive with this strategy I've worked out for myself. I'm telling y'all, I love it. It may not be for everybody, but it's amazing. I did another Rovectin Lotus Water Calming Sheet Mask, and I finally finished the I Do Care Here's the Tea Tree. I actually love those. These were sent in PR. I really like them. They're really helpful for kind of when my skin is starting to break out a little bit irritated. Yeah, they're nice. They are really nice. The Ajar Booster Gel from Medicube, so I continue to use my microcurrent devices and now my Youcera. I still like this gel. Still think this is the best gel. A couple of acne patches to end out the video. The new Peace Out Acne Day Dot, received those in PR. They're great. I did kind of mess up a couple of them though. You're supposed to use tweezers to pull them out. It's very hard to do, or I'm uncoordinated, or both. But yeah, they're nice, they're sheer-ish. They're never perfectly sheer. Any of these companies that say their acne dots are invisible, invisible is a relative concept. Because eventually some kind soul is going to come up to you and say, hey, you have a piece of Scotch tape on your face, and then you'll have to go, I put it there. And it's not Scotch tape. There's a pimple under it. Who else has had that conversation with coworkers? We all love it. We love it. Bella Monster Stress Out Solution A Clear Patch. These are nice. I took a risk with this brand because I hadn't heard of them, but I bought it on Style Korean for a good deal. And I like them. They're the dissolving microneedle patches, but I actually think peach slices are better. I think peach slices are somehow more efficient. I'm not really sure why, but that's what I'll stick with. And my friends, with that, we have arrived at the end of another Empties video. Thank you all again so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you all next time.